And now stomping away on the bad ankle of Rhodes.
Saturday night's main event wasn't just another match. It turned into a historical moment that will change the landscape of WWE forever. Get ready for a deep dive into the shocking aftermath of Kevin Owens' brutal assault on Cody Rhodes and the bombshell announcement that followed. Saturday night's main event had the WWE Universe buzzing from the moment the bell rang. The spotlight was on the undisputed WWE Championship, and both Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes were determined to seize the title, making it one of the most anticipated matches in recent history. Owens, known for his hard-hitting, no-holds-barred fighting style, brought the fight to Rhodes from the very start. He was relentless, using every tool in his arsenal to try and break the champion. Rhodes, on the other hand, was the embodiment of resilience. The crowd could feel the electricity as he countered Owens' attacks with calculated precision. Rhodes, ever the tactician, displayed his technical prowess and explosive high-flying abilities. It was a grueling back and forth that had fans on the edge of their seats. Each man had the other reeling, but as the match reached its climax, it was Rhodes who found an opening. With Owens stunned, Rhodes took advantage, executing his signature crossroads finisher to perfection. The referee's hand slapped the mat for the 3 count, and just like that, Cody Rhodes retained his undisputed WWE Championship. The arena erupted into a roar of celebration. For Rhodes, it was another hard-earned victory. But for Owens, the loss was devastating, not just in terms of the championship, but in a way that seemed to have triggered something darker within him. As Rhodes stood tall in the ring, celebrating his hard-fought victory, Owens was still on the mat. He stared at Rhodes, his eyes burning with rage. This wasn't just a moment of a defeated challenger. This was something much more sinister. Owens had always been known for his temper and unpredictability, but what happened next would make the crowd question everything they thought they knew about the man they had been watching for years. Instead of simply leaving the ring or accepting his defeat like most would, Owens slowly got to his feet. The tension in the air was palpable. The WWE Universe was holding its breath, sensing that something was about to snap. Owens, with a twisted look in his eyes, slowly moved towards Rhodes. And then, in a move that sent shockwaves through the arena, Owens lunged at the champion. He yanked Rhodes back to the center of the ring, his anger fully unleashed. What followed was a brutal, spine-chilling display. Owens, with an unrelenting fury, set up for a devastating piledriver. The crowd gasped as Owens lifted Rhodes and drove him headfirst into the mat with a sickening thud. The impact was vicious, and Rhodes' body went limp. The arena fell into an eerie silence as the medical team rushed to the ring. Was this part of the show? Was this a planned angle? Or had Owens truly snapped? The sight of Rhodes motionless in the ring sent a shockwave through the entire WWE universe. Officials scrambled to restore order, but Owens wasn't finished. Standing over the unconscious Rhodes, he smirked, his eyes full of twisted satisfaction. What had just transpired was no longer a match. It had become an act of violence that left fans wondering what had just unfolded before their eyes. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, WWE Chairman Vince McMahon made his way to the ring. This wasn't the usual post-match promo where McMahon would hype up the crowd or announce the next big angle. No, McMahon's expression was different. His face was grim, serious, and full of authority. It was clear that something much bigger was at play. Vince took the microphone, and his first words sent a wave of shock throughout the crowd. He revealed that Kevin Owens was being arrested, not for breaking WWE rules or for an unsanctioned attack. No, Owens was being arrested for attempted murder. Yes, you read that right. The piledriver that Owens had delivered to Rhodes wasn't just a typical wrestling move. Vince made it clear that Owens had gone too far, and the law had been brought into play. Owens, once one of the most respected and feared superstars in WWE, was now facing criminal charges. The world of wrestling, which often blurs the lines between fiction and reality, suddenly felt very real. Vince McMahon condemned Owens' actions as an unforgivable breach of WWE's values. "There is no place in this company for behavior that endangers the lives of our talent," Vince stated, with unwavering certainty. The arena, which had once been filled with celebration for Rhodes, now buzzed with confusion and disbelief. Owens, still seething, was quickly apprehended by security and taken into police custody. His future with WWE was thrown into immediate question, and the gravity of the situation began to set in for the fans and the wrestlers alike. As Kevin Owens was escorted out of the arena in handcuffs, WWE fans and industry insiders were left in stunned silence. For many, Owens had been one of the most talented and unpredictable superstars in recent memory. Known for his volatile temperament and sharp wit, Owens had always been a thorn in the side of his opponents, and his brawling style had made him a fan favorite. But what happened that night? Was this just part of a storyline to make Owens even more hated? Or had he truly crossed a line that could have irreversible consequences? Legal experts began weighing in on what this arrest could mean for Owens. Was he facing jail time for the attack on Rhodes? Could this lead to a permanent separation from WWE? While the lines of reality and scripted storylines are often blurred in the world of professional wrestling, this felt different. Owens's actions had gone beyond the typical theatrics of the business and had entered the realm of real-world violence. The WWE universe, known for its passionate opinions, had already split into two camps. Some fans defended Owens, arguing that this was a brilliant move to make him the ultimate heel, so despicable that fans would never be able to look at him the same way again. Others, however, saw this as a career-ending mistake, a bridge too far. Owens's actions had not only jeopardized his career, but also crossed into territory that WWE could not ignore. For now, Owens's future remains uncertain. Will WWE stand by him, or will they distance themselves from the man who once carried the company on his back? What happens to Owens's storyline, and what does it mean for the future of his character? Is this the end of his career, or could this be the beginning of a new, even darker chapter in his WWE journey? WWE's response to the situation will set the tone for what comes next. With a carefully curated image of family-friendly entertainment, WWE cannot afford to let incidents like this slide. While the company has long been known for pushing boundaries and using controversial storylines to captivate audiences, Owens' attack on Rhodes crossed a line that might be difficult to recover from. Vince McMahon's strong condemnation of Owens' actions sends a clear message. WWE is taking a firm stance on this type of behavior. The arrest of one of their own superstars has the potential to have far-reaching consequences. But how will the company handle it moving forward? Will Owens face further legal repercussions? Or is this part of a larger angle that will eventually culminate in a redemption arc for him? For Cody Rhodes, the aftermath of the attack will likely set the stage for a storyline focused on his recovery. Rhodes' resilience has always been his trademark, and now, as the undisputed WWE champion, he finds himself at the center of a narrative that no one could have predicted. How will he respond to Owens' actions, and what will the future hold for him as a champion? Kevin Owens' actions at Saturday night's main event have shaken the very foundations of WWE. What began as a simple championship match quickly escalated into a moment that will define Owens' career, whether for better or worse. While the immediate consequences for Owens are still unclear, one thing is certain. WWE has entered uncharted territory, and the road ahead is fraught with uncertainty. Was this a masterstroke in storytelling, or did Owens truly cross a line from which he can never return? As WWE fans and insiders await more details, one thing remains clear. This incident will ripple throughout the wrestling world for months to come.